So what's up, everybody? It's Kari Divine here with Content Sunday team. Shoot, tell me a little bit about you guys.
Wants to start?
Yeah, I know, right? I guess let's go around and just introduce ourselves. I guess real quick.
Yeah.
So we'll start with Fitz.
Fitzroy, hello.
Dez here. What's going on, everybody?
Kareem, what's going on?
Dimitri, how y'all doing?
All right, it's good to have y'all fellas in here with us tonight. You know,
Thanks for having us, bro.
Yeah, it's a really cool opportunity. So when you guys reached out, it was really dope. Like we were talking about it and excited that we're finally getting to chance to do it.
Yeah. No, I mean this is dope. Our last magazine issue that we did it on the 704 Fest, and we was talking, me and Judah, and we was talking about having you guys for the next issue. We actually kind of got some things like set up for like how the issue was gonna go and everything, based on the last time we were at Content Sunday, which was actually my first time being with y'all. So
Which one was that?
That was here, right?
no, that was at the No to Our House. It was
Wait, when we did the fest, like kind of like the party there.
Yeah. Y'all had
We had like the
pizza and
performances.
stuff.
Okay. Honestly, that was a nice first one to go to be honest. Yeah.
No, it was dope. It was definitely dope.
The summer
I really
export.
enjoyed it. Yeah, I really enjoyed that one. So I mean, tell me, like, when I walked in, it was like such like a tight knit like group full of creators. It was something pretty special. So what started it all for you guys?
I mean, we started it technically, like formally, last February, so February 2024.
Okay.
But I mean,
So we're coming up on
it's been a minute.
coming up on 2 years.
Coming up on 2
Yeah.
years.
Wow. Okay.
But
I would explain like kind of like that first like hint of it.
yeah, that's what. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, we're all very good friends, best friends. So we all have been hanging out for a while. Like I met these guys working at Best Buy, and they've known each other since high school, which is crazy.
Yeah, like I've known Des since the second grade.
Really?
And then me and Kareem have known each other since the seventh grade.
Yeah.
And then
wow.
Fitz, we met at that's what's actually like so crazy is that we were all working together at the same place at the same time. Which
it's crazy.
Which looking back, like when you think about like, oh bro, like I wish I could like work with my friends or something like that. Like
Yeah.
we literally went to work and pretty much just like chill. Like
We would be like, yo, who's here today?
Yeah,
And then we'd be
yeah.
like, oh, shit, I bet.
yeah, it'd be like, oh bro, you working today? Like or bro, you're not working today. Like it would really be like that. But I think what year was it? 2016 or 17?
Yeah, I moved here in 2016 to Charlotte. And then I think and Dimitri was already working there, but I think you guys joined like 2017, 2018.
I joined 2018.
2018, I believe.
Yeah.
We came around
Yeah.
the same year.
Yeah, so we basically, like as a collective, have known Fitz since like 2016, 2017. So it's almost like 10 years. So
Yeah.
So, obviously we started working other places and time went on, but like we would still hang out all the time. But then it was like, as you're getting older, like we're moving from big bro to unks pretty soon. Once you get past a certain age, like it's hard to find time to kind of hang out with each other. So, and I was working retail still at Apple, and it was like weird to find a weekend, but somehow they blessed us with a day. And of course, I chose Sunday really for football, honestly. But then it just kind of became a thing where we would hang out on Sundays. We're all into video and photo and music and the whole thing. But you were trying to find a day to do it. It became Sunday, and we just one day just started calling it like Content Sunday, like just joking in the chat. Like,
literally as a joke.
Content Sunday tomorrow, like, and we would just go and create our own stuff for Instagram, YouTube, and all that stuff. But then one day I was like, yo, we should just make an Instagram. And so we made the Instagram page. We found some other friends that had just moved here really at the same time that we made that page. We were just going to use it to post our own stuff and celebrate what we do. But that same week that we made that, we were hanging out with like 2 or 3 other people, other creators, and it was, what's really funny, and I always try to stress to people, is like, we used to think that there were no other people in Charlotte. Like we were like, yo, we gotta go to New York to get that, or why isn't this like Texas or whatever? And then you make this thing where like 2 or 3 people show up, but then, months later you have 50, 60, 70, and you realize like they were your neighbors, like those people were already there. So, long story short, we made that. One day these people are hanging out with us. We post about it just for fun, really. But then you have people like literally asking us like, yo, like, do I have to pay for a membership to join? How do I hang out with you? Like, how do we come to Content Sunday? And
you got to join the Patreon.
From there,
No, I'm just kidding.
from there, it just kind of, grew its own legs. And we were just, one day we were in a coffee shop, literally getting kicked out because like it was our second one. I think it was like 11 or 12 of us. Nothing, but we literally got kicked out of the coffee shop.
Oh wow!
But like, literally everybody had like a tripod, a camera.
Yeah.
And it was just like in the
They were
back.
kind of freaking out.
Yeah, they're like, what's going on? Like, can y'all go outside? Yeah.
And then you grow to, coffee shops asking us if we want to do a Content Sunday there. So it's really cool, full circle moment. But yeah, it's like we always say, it's like the happiest accident for us. And really, we just let the community create what it is. And now we're just kind of steering it in the right direction.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, that's what's up. Honestly, that's so dope to just see how that had like came about, and knowing that you guys were all close beforehand, like it just seems divinely guided. So that's pretty dope. So tell me a little bit about how you like what you guys individually do and how that contributes to the whole collective.
Yeah. So what you doing?
Yeah, sure. So I basically I'm here for moral support. No, I'm just kidding. So kind of what Fitz was saying earlier. So we each individually, before we even like did like Content Center, when we were calling it Content Sunday, like just for us, like we each individually did something that like we were like really big into. So like for me personally, it was always like photography. So like I always did photography like as a hobby. And then sometimes I would just like do it on the side for like jobs and stuff like that. Like I've done like baptisms or like a small wedding or events and stuff like that. So my dad was a wedding videographer like my whole life. So that was like my first taste of like cameras. And I definitely love video as well, but like more of my passion is like just straight photography. So that was always what like I did pretty much like from the very beginning. And when it comes to like the Content Sunday kind of portion of it, normally when we do an event, like I'll always try to do kind of like BTS or like kind of like capture the moment of like the event and stuff like that. So, and then of course, like there's stuff that like we do in like the background as well, but a more surface level answer is just like pretty much like photography. And as a collective, we're always like, we hold meetings like with just us of like planning of like what each individual, like, hey, like you bring in this, or let's plan this kind of thing. So, like we kind of collectively do like that stuff in the background, but for me personally, it's photography is like my main passion that I do.
Okay. Yeah. Now help me like remember, were you the guy with the light like that Content Sunday when y'all did the fest with the pizza and stuff? Like
the light?
Yeah, like that. You guys had like a big light, and like when everybody was like taking their photos and stuff, like the light was shining on the white backdrop, and like there was different like what is it, like the little light filters?
Different design. You're talking about like on the infinity wall that they have like on the inside?
Yeah.
Like the big white wall?
Yeah.
No, everyone was kind of just using it. Yeah, like
it was either one of us or somebody.
Yeah, or
our house.
Yeah, because like during those events, like that one was like a very specific event because the whole purpose of it was like, hey, like the summer's coming to an end, so like let's all like party together and stuff. But that space is like really nice for like, if you want to build your portfolio or if you just kind of like want to mess around and stuff. So I'm sure people were just like having fun in that corner and stuff like that. Yeah.
No, it was pretty dope.
At that event, I was the one taking pics and just saying really dumb stuff. So that pretty much sums up me.
Usually,
but Kareem?
So I started doing YouTube. I don't know, maybe like 2-3 years ago, something like that. So that's mainly my channel at first, was like showcasing what you could take with like your phone. So like I travel and I'm always like recording stuff. So I always just had that kind of passion, and then putting it out on YouTube just kind of made sense for me. But as it kind of grew, that's when we would do like our content Sundays, and like they'd help me out. Like anytime I had like a YouTube video idea, like we would, and like he does photography, so he would love to like take like thumbnail pictures.
Oh yeah, the thumbnails.
And fits the videography, so he'd help like do like different type of shots. So like we would all like kind of work with each other and do things. But then like as like Content Sunday kind of started happening, I started meeting a lot of people who had like professional cameras and who actually, you know, were creating like very cinematic looking videos, and that kind of led me to kind of want to better my art. So I eventually got like a Lumix camera, and I don't typically make videos with my phone anymore, even though I still do. But yeah, I think it's kind of just the community has kind of helped me grow with my work.
Yeah,
And yeah, and that's where we are right now.
that's dope.
Yeah. Oh, yo, shout out the YouTube channel.
Oh yeah. I mean, the
Yeah,
YouTube
yeah.
channel is just my name, so it's Kareem Omer. But yeah, I mean, I mostly now I talk about different tech products.
Okay.
So like phones, glasses, even like I still do like travel videos, and I shoot with my phone too. But yeah, it's the YouTube. There's a lot of cool stuff on there.
It's like tech reviews and different stuff.
Yeah, mainly tech reviews. I think that's kind of like, I've always had a passion for like tech, so just talking about it is always fun. But yeah, that's me.
Yeah,
Honestly.
it's really good to like look. I'm not look. I'm not trying to sound biased because obviously we're like best friends, but like it's like when you think of like tech YouTubers and stuff like that, like his content's like amazing. So please check it out.
Honestly, I will. Anytime I right before I get any type of technology, I always go straight to those.
Oh,
videos.
same,
Got to.
same,
Yeah.
Gotta have like the compare and contrast, see what people are saying
yeah,
about
I'm
it.
hooked. I'm
Yeah.
looking like every single video.
That's what's up though. It keeps you updated on everything.
yeah, same. Yeah.
That's what's up. Des?
For me, a lot of my stuff is just more. Well, I started off with just shooting a lot of personal stuff. So whenever I'm going on trips or anything like that, I'm kind of like creating myself. I always have my phone on me, so I just record random stuff in there and there. And then whenever we would get together, same thing. I would always be that guy just kind of recording random stuff, kind of just finding my way. And then I started realizing, I was like, you know what? I have this lane where I love like landscape shots. I love getting shots like that. I love music. And I found this niche for myself where I call it like concept music visuals. So essentially what I'm doing is capturing, I listen to a certain song or something like that. It paints a vision in my head, a story in my head. And then I go out, record it, and just make a video out of it. You know what I'm saying? And then as we got together, we just shooting. I was like, you know what, man? Let me just try something and just do it and just see where it goes. And unlike these guys, I shoot everything on my phone. Everything I do intentionally, though. You know what I'm saying?
convenient.
So
It's convenient.
it's all intentional because I just want to be that guy to let people know you don't really have to overthink anything. It's more motivational. Just go out there, just shoot, just create. And so that's where I kind of am today. So I do a lot of videography. So, and I guess you could say a little bit of cinematography at the same time. But yeah, I just like capturing stories, man, on my phone. So, hey, keep it short and sweet.
I love that though. Like I agree with you 100%. Like just with music and get like your brain painting a picture.
Yeah,
when you
yeah,
listen
it's
to the song.
actually
Yeah.
crazy, man. It's
Pretty
crazy.
dope.
Yeah.
Right, Fitz?
Well, first I want to say don't knock yourself for the phone stuff, bro.
Nah. I'm like, I'm not even knocking myself. I'm like intentionally doing it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people feel like they got to go out and get an expensive camera. Well, you don't. You know what I'm saying? Like just your phone goes everywhere with you. You know what I mean? So you can you can create a story out of nowhere.
Yeah, I talk with Judah all the time about that because you get like the new camera, or for me, like I'm an artist, so I'll get like the new iPad or a new drawing tablet, and it's like you have what you have, and you can push it pretty far.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
You know, just with like motivation, determination, being intention with it. So
Oh,
I
definitely.
mean,
Yeah.
that was kind of like the inception of my YouTube channel, was trying to showcase what you can do with the phone. But then when I wanted to talk about the phone, I couldn't record it with my phone. So
Yeah, no.
I
I get that.
Bro needed a phone for the phone.
Yeah. Yo, so people out here really doing that though. They got the double phone life. But, nah,
Bro, when we first started calling it, I mean, even before we called it that, I think we were all on our phones. Like, none of us owned the
Bro, we
camera,
had
actually.
the like
After we
DJI
Bro, yes,
Osmo or something.
The gimbal. That was my first gimbal. Like, yeah, bro. And now these phones can shoot better than some cameras out there. So,
Yeah. No, the actual like the evolution since we started it
Oh, bro.
to like now.
Yeah,
That was
I-
a 14 Pro. It was 15 Pro.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
now
and do you remember, like, bro, like, and first of all, let me just say, there's nothing wrong shooting or like doing pictures or video like on like an entry level like DSLR or something like that. But like that's so I had like just like an entry level like Nikon DSLR, and I remember I'm pretty sure we all went together to Best Buy to get like my first like mirrorless like Nikon. It was like the Z6 like Mark One, and I remember we all went together, and I was like dropping all this money on like a nicer camera, and I was like, yo, what?
Yeah.
How much was that
Them
again?
prices.
It was like $2,000. Or
What's crazy? I thought about that.
I
the
put it
other
on my
day.
Best Buy card, yeah.
Bro, that was like everything is so much like perspective, bro. Because when you did that, I was like, bro, I'm never gonna spend $2,000.
Yeah, right. I know, and I remember you like, bro, you dropped it great.
Yeah.
But
Now
no, you
it's
never
just-
think, and then it's just like your
It-
priorities change.
Yeah,
So it's like,
and now you're like, that's normal.
yeah.
Like,
that's-
for like a nicer camera, like if you're like around like $2-3 grand, that's like completely
it's
normal.
a big investment, but it's like
Yeah.
we know what we're doing. Like if we're
Yeah.
buying that.
Yeah. Yo, anyways, but Fitz.
Yeah, my bad. I mean, I always had an affinity for like how things were built and made. So like I used to draw a lot as a kid, just like doodling, like in the middle of class, not paying attention, like doodling in the corner of the page. Then like I took art, and then I studied architecture, and like all those things that like, you know, I think we're all like habits, or we all have the habit, excuse me, of just like trying different stuff. But that was definitely me, but I would do it in a way where like I just like fully commit to it for a bit.
Yeah.
So I had like a YouTube channel I bought like a cheap camera for. That was definitely not for video, but I had no idea. It was really like a photo camera, but I was making YouTube videos with it, but I had no idea what I was doing. So I would record a little bit with that. And then I just like shelved it for a while, just as time went on. And then it was earlier last year actually, where we were doing Content Sunday, and you're free to walk through. Ignore it. You're okay. We're in your way. You're okay. So we were doing Content Sunday. Like I said, we were all just on our phones recording stuff. And I don't know what it was that made me, I mean, like scrolling social media probably. But I really wanted to buy a new camera. So I bought the new camera. We were hanging out doing the thing. And then from there, you know, just having built like with what we built and being around, like Kareem said, being around people who were like really doing it, you know, you start to find like your interest. And we've really just been it's luck. It's definitely fruits of our labor, but like it's luck really as well that we're surrounded by so many people like you guys, or that we meet that teach us things, or we can teach, and then you start to find your own interests. So anyways, you know, I just started to love cameras and doing stuff like that. So love to take photos. I do a lot of video work now, really. That's like my niche, I'd say, at the moment. But it's been cool to have that experience accidentally, and like seeing all that it kind of afforded you, you know, whether it be for Content Sunday, for myself, or whatever else in my life and my interest. So now I'm just a dude with a camera. With a camera.
Shoot, I mean, that's what's up. It's just so good to see like how each of you guys come together. I mean, and the fact that you guys all do like the camera work, I mean, it seems pretty like straightforward, ties in together real nice. So really what is like Content Sunday like for you guys? Like,
Yeah.
I know like you guys, you guys have your own content, you guys promote that, you guys have the community, but like, I guess what about all this really like speaks to you?
Honestly, I'd say we actually had that question. I think it was we're in like a year and a half now, maybe like a year in. We actually just kind of like sat down. We were like, hey, like, okay, so this is organically grown to where it is now, but like, what is it? You know, like what, if someone asks you like what Content Sunday is, like, what do you say? And like my thing is always community, creativity, and like just networking. So that's like all encompassing. And really, like when you ask, like, what is it for us? It really is just like, what is it for everyone else? You know. So like whatever we've been able to get from it, because again, this is an accident. Um, whatever we get from it is from the people just kind of showing us what it is. Now, of course, we've done things proactively more recently as we're seeing like what it can become. But at the end of the day, it's like it really is serving a community which we needed at some point and didn't know was there until we kind of like made it. And now like we're getting what we needed out of it years ago. And people are getting what they need out of it right now. So like I have people like friends all the time. We've been lucky to just like make friends from all over really the world actually. Um, but they're always like, yo, you guys are so lucky. Like this is like, I try to make sure we don't take it for granted. They're like, yo, this is very unique. You guys have all these people. And I'm just like, yo, just make it. Like, just do your own. As long as you don't call it Content Sunday, Content Friday, whatever. Then it's there. You know, like these. Like I said before, these people are. There's probably people in this building that do the same thing, and I have no idea until like they seek it out or whatever. So to answer your question more head on, like what is Content Sunday to us? It is just serving a community. That's it.
Yeah, I feel like you get the energy that you put out.
Mhm.
So it's like at first, and I think all of us, it was kind of, we just needed an outlet to kind of be creative throughout like our busy schedules.
Yeah.
And so when we hear that from other people who have just, been coming, it's like, yeah, like this is what we wanted out of it. And we see people are getting it out of that. So I think, yeah, that's probably just the most fulfilling part of it.
Yeah. I mean, that's cool because that's kind of like a partial goal of like Outsiders, what me and Judah have created. And, it's because, especially like in Charlotte, like in North Carolina, a lot of people who are in the creative community had to like go out of their way to really find that or gain that like access to like, just to be creative. Whereas, you have Atlanta, you have New York, you have LA, those places are getting more expensive by the day. So, so it's cool that you guys were able to cultivate such a good like impact on the community, like here and now, and I mean, it took some time, but like, honestly, 2 years is pretty awesome for that to like happen all in 2 years. And I mean, it is pretty big.
Thank you, man.
That's dope. Like, I mean, honestly, it's really inspiring to me because as a creative, I've definitely been like on the fence, or like on and off creatively since I was like 7. I started drawing when I was 7. So like, I never kind of hopped into that creative field fully. Yeah. And then, seeing what you guys have done, I mean, it's great. Like, it's truly great, and the dedication that you guys have. So that's definitely dope. Okay, let me see how I can phrase this. So what do you guys think that your impact has been like on the community as of now? And what are you guys hoping that your impact may be in the future?
I think it's, go ahead.
I
think it kind of ties to what I was saying earlier about the impact that we wanted to have, we're giving. So it's kind of just, an outlet for people to be creative, but you can go ahead and touch on that.
No, I mean, kind of piggybacking off that, just outlet to be creative, to also inspire people. that are like creatives that are starting off for the first time ever having a phone or having an actual camera themselves. Just really a space for people to come and network and create together and to be inspired, man. You know,
Yeah.
it's all about community stuff.
Yeah, I think probably one of the things I love seeing, like when we do the events, is like how inclusive it is. Like just in a sense of like, like we could know because obviously like we're like seeing like, oh, like this person followed us and like look at their following and stuff like that. But I just love the idea of like somebody's like at one of our events and let's say they're like really big on like social media. Not that that's like the thing you want to like strive to do, but like let's say you could have somebody who has like a couple 100,000 followers and they're like having a conversation with somebody like just starting out and like they don't even like realize it kind of thing. Like the one person with like maybe a smaller following like isn't even like thinking about that or isn't like realizing it. It's just like how they're just like feeding off of each other. And I just love that like it's not like the people who are like at the events, they're not there like thinking like, oh, like I'm going because this person is who they are, or it's pretty much just like it's a community. It's like people, we're just like feeding off of each other. We're like learning from one another, and like it doesn't seem like the goal is to like get to like a certain like, oh, like this person has like so many like followers or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, and like people can get like lost in that kind of thing. Like we don't focus on that like at all. Like, I mean, there's like definitely like some events like in the future that we've planned to like maybe do like a panel of people where like let's say like they can like speak out and like from the experience of like how they got to where they are. Like maybe
that'd be dope.
Like that's more of like a, oh, like because this person is where they are, like kind of learn from them kind of thing. But when it comes to just like our general events, like I just love that like that's how like the aspect of it is like we're not really changing, like nobody's telling you to like change who you are. Just be yourself. Like it's like the epitome of like just be who you are and like meet some cool people kind of thing. Like
I think it's more like just experience, you know, not necessarily like the following, but just like somebody could be working in the field that you want 15 years and you're just having a conversation with them and you end up, you know, learning, somebody becomes a mentor to you or something. Or you just meet like-minded people who have no experience but want to jump into that. So like the diversity of experience, I feel like it's crazy. Like people who actually do this professionally, whether it's content creation, videography, photography, and then somebody who's like just they've never touched a camera before and they just kind of want to get into it. Like we're welcoming to everybody pretty much. I think that's kind of what we have been. I think for the future, you know, being welcoming to everybody, I don't know, I kind of see it as kind of giving back. Like if we're in a position to, you know, this person isn't able to afford something or, you know, they just don't have the, you know, the needs to get their passions going, like being able to provide and like help them out any way we can. That's, I think, one of the goals that I want to see for the people that come out. Because I mean, they're taking the time out of their day to come here and just to be able to give back more, I think would be really cool. But I mean, as of right now, I mean, it's kind of tough. We're basically four guys.
Shout out to the sponsors.
I mean, but we're definitely welcoming up some sponsors because I feel like we could definitely do some really cool things.
And we've been doing more like collabs lately with like businesses and organizations. So like that's definitely one aspect of like where do we kind of go from here is like many more like partnerships, because we always have like a really good like experience when we like partner with other businesses or like another community. So like because that in a sense is getting more growth like for both sides of it. So I would definitely say that's probably like one aspect of like kind of like where it goes from here. Like I would definitely say like more opportunities to like partner up and grow. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. Just picking back off that, I think the future, I mean, the sky's the limit. Literally, the sky's the limit. just like they were saying, we've been doing a lot more collaborative events, and I'm noticing in those like the feedback that we're getting from these companies that we're working with, and everybody's just showing love, man. And like I said again, like that's what it's all about, just bringing everybody together, networking, and our success is everyone else's success. You know what I mean? So, like, trying to think about the last event we did. Not even the last event. Some of these like coffee shop events and stuff that we're doing. What was the name? I'm trying to remember.
Oh, is it just coffee?
I think it's
Is
just
that
coffee.
it? No, not just coffee.
Not just coffee. Okay. Met the owner. Owner's great. You know what I'm saying? Great person and great energy. He'd love to have us out there. And if he ever does have something in the future, he was saying how he's open and welcoming arms to have us there. And it's just stuff like that, man. Just being able to have an impact not on just local creators but local companies as well is huge. Because like I said again, our success is their success, and if they ever need content in the future, we have a community of people that have different skill sets that can do something for them. So it's a win-win for everybody. Is what
It definitely is. Yeah.
Yeah, even just hearing about the different opportunities that people have gotten just from coming out, just for
Crazy.
like showing face. And
Crazy. It's crazy.
that person, that business owner or something meets the creator for their project, and then boom, they form like a partnership, and now they're working together.
I mean,
Yeah, like it's
it's literally
crazy.
like that.
Yeah,
like
no,
it
it's
happened for
happening.
us.
That's
Damn,
what's up.
But
Like,
yeah,
what's up?
just hearing stuff like that, it's like, yeah, it's just like kind of the power of just connecting with people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. I think there's definitely a lot of fruit and value in that. Like
Oh,
just having the connection, and even like you said, like being able to also, partner with local businesses as well. It just
sure,
it's a process that will like really level up the community as a whole, because like you said, we really do all success. Like we succeed together.
Yeah.
And that's a very important, like I think it's a very important mindset to have, especially as creators. Because I mean, like, as creators, I feel like you guys feel this too. A lot of times we, speak through our, creative pursuits. Whether it's emotionally, whether it's mentally, or whether it's something physically going on around the world. Like that's how we push our thoughts. So in order to use that and also to partner with local businesses, it all comes together pretty nice.
Yeah. It's just crazy because a lot of those, it's almost like a midway point, because there might be somebody that's doing it freelance trying to do it for a job and don't know how to put themselves out there to those companies that they're trying to get to. And then on the reverse of that, there's companies that are looking for people to do specific jobs with content, videography, photography, whatever it is. And they don't even know how to get to those people. So it's essentially the community is almost like an outlet, like for both of them to kind of combine, So that's the coolest part that I see a lot of it and what we're doing. So it's dope, man.
I do want to say also one of the biggest things, like your first question was, like what do people get out of it and things like that. There's opportunity, there's community, jobs and things like that, but in the outlet of being creative. But I think one of the biggest ones that if you don't really pay attention, you may not see it. It's bringing people out of like their shell. It's bringing people around people that, like Dimitri said, maybe would not have ever crossed path with. But also it's like, yeah, man, there's so many people that I see look forward to Content Sunday because they maybe don't have another thing, I know like doing like the creative thing, photo and video and all that, like it's typically a lot of time by yourself in your room, in your apartment, in your house, whatever it is, walking around with your camera by yourself, trying to create this thing, not only because like not many people do it, but also because it really is like a pretty competitive space. So a lot of times you feel kind of isolated in doing that thing. So being able to have a place where you can go, whether you're typically spending time alone or whatever, but a place where you can go every couple or few weeks where you're going to be surrounded by other people that are like you, and you, again, would not ever have that opportunity otherwise, is probably the most like fruitful or most like rewarding part of it for, people that are kind of alone.
It's like a little family, honestly.
No.
Community is family.
That's what's up though. I mean, That right there is what's up, because it's like for me, like having that, just being able to come, like that's not something I would normally do. Like anybody can tell you, I'm a homebody. So
Oh
like
yeah.
coming out to like a whole like creative community and like being new to Charlotte too, like that was a big step for me as well. So and it was like family, like it was very tight knit. So I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it.
Appreciate it.
Well, I mean, let me think. So, like, I guess. So you guys told me about like each of y'all like individual creative pursuits. Is there I guess like dreams and things that you guys like want to pursue like outside of this community that you guys have built? Like what exactly, like where exactly do you guys see your individual careers in this in the future, I guess?
I want Fitz to start only. I want him to start only because he recently, not recently, but like within the past few months, quit your standard like 9 to 5, and he's now completely like freelance, like his
I
own.
saw that video on Instagram
Like-
too.
Yeah. So like he's doing his own thing. So so he's technically kind of living them right now. So I want Fitz to start.
Yeah. I mean, I think we all, from our own interests, like anybody would love to pursue their interests full time. But like taking that leap, knowing that it's possible, but even thinking that it's possible, it was like, the hardest thing ever. You go from having like the comfort of a schedule and 9 to 5, and like in your paycheck. Like no one wants to leave that situation. So that was me for like a long time. I mean, we all have those aspirations. If we could all do the video, photo, music thing, like YouTube, like that, everyone wants to do that,
Yeah.
But very like lucky, blessed to have built this, because that's honestly what afforded me the ability to do that. Because if I hadn't met so many people at these events that are like at a crazy level in creativity, entrepreneurship, like whatever, I wouldn't have been able to like securely make that leap. I probably would have never done it actually. So that it's like a crazy story that like we built this thing for whatever, and we have all these opportunities that are coming from it. But like I guess my interest is always, or has always been, in like photo and just like having a creative outlet that other people. I don't want to be like an influencer where I'm just making people buy this product or whatever. Like I want to be able to show my creativity in a way that other people naturally gravitate towards and are just interested in following. So whether it's now where I was able to quit my job and now I kind of like um, do the video thing while showcasing what life is like if you have that opportunity and what it could be, or if it's me like traveling the world, like whatever. But Content Sunday has been the main reason I was able to do that. So very nice, very cool.
Sure.
Next,
There you
bro.
go.
Come on, man. You're right next to him. I want you to. We want this.
Just for me, I got you. Nah, just for me, kind of piggybacking off a little bit what he's saying, just being able to have the ability to just like, I guess, like work for myself, not being in I guess, box is like what I like to describe, like being in a box where like something's kind of like made out for you, like, okay, you're gonna work in the corporate world, 9 to 5, you're gonna go up the corporate ladder and stuff like that. Just Content Sunday has given me the ability to branch out into something I've always wanted to do in my life, which is be an entrepreneur and work for myself. I mean, I'm from a family of entrepreneurs. My mom has her own business. My dad and my uncle have a nonprofit. They got their thing going.
Okay,
And,
it's in the genes.
It's in my genes, man. My grandma, like everybody has their own business. So, just again, like for me, like I said, content has always been a thing, a part of my life. I've always been the person to just bring out the camera and just shoot random stuff. I love movies. I love music, and then like over time, I just noticed that this is a way for me to express myself and create stories. And I do a lot of it on social media now. Like I said, everything I do is for fun right now, besides like any content Sunday work or anything like that. But the biggest thing is just, just being able to inspire people is the main thing that I love to do, especially with Content Sunday and our group there. But I'll say just like overall, yeah, just having the ability to work for myself, honestly, and just create my own space, like my own source of income. And then, just not be in a box, just have that freedom, that creative freedom and that financial freedom. So yeah, it's pretty cool, man.
Yeah. No, I mean, I definitely agree. Just, working for yourself is huge. Especially like doing YouTube is something I want to continue to do. Especially when it comes to like talking tech, because tech is always evolving and growing, and I just have a passion for following it. So it's kind of goes hand in hand. But I mean, outside of that, I'm currently pursuing my master's in data science. That's something that I'm actually passionate about too, and I want to continue to grow. And it kind of lends itself to the YouTube stuff, just because I'm learning more about, data science, machine learning, and like now I have a little bit more perspective on how things are built instead of just as a consumer. But I mean, outside of that, just I don't know. I like to dabble into different things, and I kind of just like I've done videography work as well. So like continuing to do that's been fun for me as well. But just continuing to get better and better at each aspect of work that I choose, and then I don't know, just kind of continuing to grow from there. But.
Yeah, I'm not a risk taker, so let me just say, like I'm completely content with like how I do like my photo jobs like on the side, and like I'll just do like them on the weekends or when like I have some like extra time. And the one thing is like I'll never not do like photography as like a hobby. Like no matter what, I never want to get to a point where like I'm tired of doing it. So. And I'm not saying like if I were to dive in it like fully, like that would happen, but I'm content with like I have like my normal job, which I know like a lot of people are like, oh, like I hate my job. Like I love my job, so like I love what I do. There's an aspect to it where I actually have to do like some content creation with it. So like honestly, doing like photo video on the side and like doing Content Sunday helps me with like my normal job sometimes, which is pretty cool. But I'm like at a very good place right now where I really like what I do, and I think I'm fine with like growing through like my normal career. And then I'm fine with having, I guess, like you could say, like my side career with like photos and stuff like that. So, but yeah, just like historically speaking, like I'm not like a risk taker and anything. So like when like when I tell you like when Fitz told me like, bro, like I'm diving into it, like I'm going all in, I'm leaving my job, like I'm so like happy, and I have like so much respect for like him being able to do that, because it's just thinking about it is like so scary. Like in my opinion, like I'm just like, oh my God, like how do you do this? Like, I mean, how do I know that I'm going to be good to like pay this, or, you know what I mean? Like there's so many aspects of like what happens like in your life that you have to like take into account. So like I just like have so much respect for like Fitz doing it. And like honestly, like doing a great job of it, but which makes sense, because I mean he's GOAT. But that being said, though, like where I'm at right now in my life, like I'm perfectly fine, like having like my normal job and like doing it on the side, and I'm just like I'm chilling. So,
but he came from a point of just like he would tell us like I gotta leave my job. Like
So I mean, he was definitely like mentally.
So he was like
mentally quit before he quit.
And he had the passion for like videography and photography, whereas like you actually say you like your job and you love what you do. So it's like it's just what you prioritize.
Yeah.
I want to point out two things. I mean, one, just like the wide array of like that journey, because your question was like, what do you want to pursue creatively, passionately, and like what are your dreams, you know? And like you have somebody who left their full-time job, enjoys their job, but like has an interest, enjoys their job, and is like furthering his career and his like scholastic career so that he can do better in that. Or somebody who's like, nah, I actually love what I do, but you still have that time to pursue those interests just in different ways. So that's one really cool thing, you know, like a lot of people probably look at us and think like we're doing it 100% all the time, like whatever, or full time. And like a lot of people have no idea. But, and then the other thing is like, I enjoyed my job, but it was, sometimes it gets to the point where, and that's where it was for me, where, where like you have, how's the YouTube thing? I'm doing a ton of, and that's where it was for me. So where you have like, I actually had a lot of opportunity and stuff that I still like kick myself for that I actually had to say no to because I had my 9 to 5. And so it gets to a point where like your passions are actually being like suppressed because something else is in the way. And I think that's when, you know, like you're always going to have the interest to take the leap. But like when that interest is starting to outweigh the steady thing that you have, or like the thing you're holding on to, I think that's when it's time. And so that's what it was for me. Like I have to keep saying no to things that I like would have loved to have done, or things that I've been, you know, trying to do my whole life. So yeah, it's another big thing.
So where did you work before?
I worked at Apple.
Apple.
So it was cool. I enjoyed it. Like I said, we worked at Best Buy. Like my interests have always been tech, and you know, so I was great at my job. Paid very well. Like I loved it. Great benefits. It was actually the perfect situation. Like the hardest thing to leave, but like again, when that stuff starts to outweigh, like you gotta make a call. You know.
Yeah. All right. And so data sciences, right? Because I had the question like right up my head. I was like, okay, so with like data sciences, that's like what exactly is that? Like, does that help with like?
That's like,
Yeah, is it fake?
You gotta get that.
well, that's
Bro got a fake.
that's like, so right now I'm taking like a machine learning class. So that's basically, we're learning. It's so like it hurts my head sometimes, but like how computers think. So instead of, you know, facts, you just give something to the computer and it knows what you give it. The computer being able to, you know, generalize and think for itself outside of the information that you gave. So that like computer vision, like how do Teslas know like when there's a stop sign, when there's like different things popping up, generative AI, LLMs. I think especially in my field, I know. So LLMs,
What's an LLM?
it's basically like ChatGPT, Gemini. So especially in my field,
What is that large language model?
yeah,
Right?
yeah. So especially with
Learn a new thing every day.
but that's the thing though. Everything is changing, and to be comfortable in my field, I feel like I had to be more comfortable and understanding of, you know, how AI works. Just because like I'm a data analyst, but like AI can do that in like a second. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So being able to work hand in hand with it, especially in these different jobs, I feel like it's going to be more important. So as I continue to grow in my career, I wanted to make sure I had that as like, you know, just at least foundational knowledge. But yeah, that's kind of in the realm of what it is. It's like most of the AI that you're seeing, computer vision, all of that.
All right. Yeah. No. The reason I asked was because when you mentioned it, I was thinking of like, you know, like metrics for like content, like when you post and stuff, and like the data metrics for that, like how many people see it, the likes and all. Like, is
That's
well, I mean that you can build models to predict like, oh, how will this video do based on, you know, whatever inputs that you put. So I mean, I haven't directly done it, but yeah, I mean that goes hand in hand too.
It doesn't like YouTube has like a thing now where you can put like 3 different thumbnails and then it'll tell you, it'll test them and tell you which one is performing the best, right?
Yeah, I've done that too. Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
So like, I don't know if you've seen like a YouTube video and like, let's say you don't click it right away. The next time it'll be the same video, just with a different to see if you click on it more like so.
I see that all the time, bro.
Yeah,
especially from like the bigger creators and stuff. Like I see it all the time.
And even like YouTube Studio, which is like I guess the home base for YouTube creators. There's so many different AI tools kind of implemented in there. Like you can make descriptions just off of a couple words. You can test out different titles for videos, and that's all just built into like YouTube Studio. So YouTube is definitely taking a part of it.
I mean, that's cool because that would definitely help you guys in like the future.
No, it definitely, and there's like coursework within my major that's like, you know, media analytics. So kind of, you know, how to grow and I think probably just be beneficial for me and for the group too to take it just to get a little bit more insight. But
yeah, man, you stay in school for us. appreciate that.
Yeah. All right, we'll split these classes though. The payments.
Oh yeah, nah, that's why I stopped going to school because
It gets up there.
It costs too much.
Yeah.
Too much. You said you were doing a master's degree.
Yeah. It's like $3,500 a class. Yeah.
Dang.
It's
something like that.
I don't know. Well, I gotta take 11 classes. So
yeah, no, I'm good on that.
Yeah. But no,
I was done.
My job is gonna support $10K now.
Oh yeah,
$10K a year. So
that's a really good benefit.
Yeah. So that's gonna take care of most of it.
So that's cool. That's cool. Okay, so well, shoot. I guess when is the next Content Sunday?
That's a good question.
I know the answer to that. Check the link in the bio.
Well, I mean that kind of touches on just like our process for like scheduling and planning, because like I feel like it's very, especially as we've grown, it's been opportunities just kind of like come to us.
Oh yeah.
So we're just like, you know, this would be a cool opportunity and it's right here. Like, let's do this. Yeah. So then, you know, trying to balance like the collab opportunities versus like the one that we recently had here where it was just more so reflective and just talking to people. I think that's something that we're just trying to work on and make better. But yeah, I mean, scheduling is just like,
because we have to, when we're talking about like when's the next one, just like from a general perspective, like what is each one of us doing? So like when is each one of us free, whether it's because like maybe he has a job, somebody has something with family, somebody's traveling. So like that's like the individual aspect. Then it's where do we want to do it? Do we want to do like an opportunity where somebody reached out to us? Do we want to do something like we're planning it? And then it's like a whole host of other things. So when's the next one? Fitz? No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, I'll echo that and just be
coming
like,
soon.
it's just,
we have this just candidly, like we always have this fight, like from the beginning. And I'll tell you this, like from the beginning, we were just meeting up every Sunday. Like we would just meet because it was like, yo, let's go to Camp North End. Let's go to this coffee shop. And it was us 4, but like 3 other people, 4 other people, 5 other, whatever. And it was pretty manageable because there were no expectations, you know?
Yeah.
That's true. And we were just meeting up. Then as it grew, you have the expectations, which are not like daunting or anything. I don't think any of us feel like, yo, we got to make this it's always a great time, but it's like organic. You have that as well as like.
I think the biggest expectation is that everybody who leaves getting something out of it. We don't want to just throw something together and then people leave and it's, you know, so that I think that's just the expectation for us.
For sure. And then like then as we all like grow and progress in our personal lives, careers, whatever, you have schedules, and you're trying to figure out. So to bring it back, like we would love, 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 love. I would love to have like 2 months ahead. Like we don't know what we're doing yet, but this is the day. But like sometimes it's not always feasible. And then the other thing is when we get into like these. I remember last year, we were still kind of starting, and we still are now. But when you get into like the winter months, where you have one, it's cold out, but also family time and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You're trying to like navigate that. So I think last year we just happened to go to New York, and so like did one in the end of November. But if it weren't for that, I think it would have been like 2.5 straight months without having done one. So like as we're approaching that now, October 26th, I think was our last one. And realistically, if we don't do one like early December, it just may not happen until next year. So we're always trying to balance that. So as we get into the new year, and this will like kind of wrap it all up, I guess, with that question. As we get into the new year, like we definitely would love to have, and people always ask us so that they can work their schedule around it, which is like a blessing. That's the happiest, most bittersweet sweet moment. Excuse me. But yeah, we need to like have these days set out, even if we don't know what we're doing. We want to have the days set out so people can try to figure out like when they can and cannot make it for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So soon.
So
Very soon.
Coming soon. Yeah.
And that's subject. Subscribe. You can subscribe
Yeah.
in the Instagram link.
Hit the bell for the notification.
Yeah,
No, I'm just kidding.
subscribe.
No, but I mean, yeah, we are. I think pretty good about like updating and like as long as you like hit that link in the Instagram.
Yeah.
Make sure you hit that link. When we know, you know.
So that's cool. I mean, I definitely have to, because I know I have your Instagram. I definitely have to get everybody
Oh
else.
yeah.
But no. So this has definitely been dope. Well, shoot, I was gonna ask like, do you guys have like a favorite content Sunday? But like, it's been 2 years. You guys remember all?
Nah, surprisingly though.
That's a good question though.
Bro,
I mean, there's definitely been some really, really good ones. Some
That's a
really,
hard
really
one.
good ones.
I will say the content fun day that we did at the lake that one was I love that one. And then of course like the summer export is up there because that was such a good turnout. Like probably my favorite thing actually about the summer export was the fact that we had like vendors there, which is insane. Like insane to say, like we had companies set up like a table so they could like offer their services like during one of our like content Sundays. So I would say that's up there just for the fact that I mean that's like the definition of like a community type event.
Yeah.
So but then I feel like there's got to be like a couple like more intimate ones in
Yeah,
there.
I feel like personally for me, the more like intimate, reflective ones are my favorite. Just because I feel like I get a lot out of it. I learn a lot, and I think that's kind of what people feel the same. But yeah, and it gives us a chance to kind of meet everybody instead of like one-on-one talking to people. Like it's a big circle and everybody's kind of pitching in. So I think those are definitely my favorite. And if we get a chance to do that and then have like everybody kind of just do whatever they want creatively. So like when we did it in 777 Studios, that one was really nice.
That was
Noda Art House, those are really cool. So I'd say like the ones where it's like a mix of the intimate, reflective moments and the hands-on, just kind of like letting loose. Those are my
Fire, bro.
Yes. I agree. I think we've done 4 where they're a bit more intimate. Like it's like we're not really doing a huge shoot or anything, but like we're putting people in groups. So there was a one at 777 creative earlier this year. The one here, actually, that was I really enjoyed the last one we did October 26th.
Yeah.
And then there was one like last summer that we did at an apartment. And I think it was like July, August, something like that, where there was no studio, no expectation of taking photos. Like we literally just sat, and there was a good turnout, like 40 people. Just sat them down. Everyone just talked. Everyone just like had an opportunity to one network. That was like one of the longest networking.
Oh
periods.
yeah.
It was like an hour and a half or two of people just meeting each other, which was cool. But then we put them in groups and like had them speak. I think everyone had an opportunity to talk, answer a question and all that, and like we had a lot of insight come from that. So that was probably my favorite one actually.
And like people who are normally like very introverted, like you see them kind of
Open out of that.
yeah,
shell,
they
man.
open up a little bit
Yeah.
more and they're talking and communicating and meeting people. Yeah, I think that's like I just love seeing that.
Yeah. That's dope. I'm definitely looking forward to the next one. Cause
Yeah, we got.
I only been to one, so I'm like, dang, I gotta
We gotta get you out.
I gotta get a couple more.
We gotta.
Yeah, you went to a good one too, so expectations.
Yeah.
No.
Now the next one we're gonna work on. So
Hopefully, yeah.
We got-
Nice.
we're
We
gonna
got a lot of.
make it
I
work.
can tell you now, there's a lot of big future ideas and plans that we got in motion. So
yeah.
everybody just
It's coming.
stay tuned.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay. I like the foreshadowing. It's like
Yeah. We speaking into existence.
You can come on through.
Oh, you're
Come
good.
on,
Yeah,
come
on. No, you're
yeah,
good,
yeah.
you're
Don't
good,
worry.
you're
Don't worry.
You're all good. How are you? You're all right. Yeah. We appreciate you guys.
of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like this is a super cool opportunity because this is like one of those like rare moments where like usually our events are for people to share and to like it's really cool hearing from other people. So God, I feel like it's been a minute since we've like just talked about like
Yeah, just be
the like the
open.
origins and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
we don't
Like,
we don't usually talk. We'll like stop and just be like, "Dang, like look at this." Like,
Yeah.
This is
Have
happening.
moments
So,
where
yeah, where we just don't believe it.
what's that Drake meme? He's like, look, we did this. We made it.
But yeah, it's just like, yeah, it's crazy to see, but we never really like kind of talked about it. So I think that was really cool.
Okay. Well, I don't know, any closing like tips or like, I don't know, any inspirational stuff you want to say to anybody who's listening? Or shoot me because I need it.
Damn.
I mean, I'd say just like if you have a dream, a passion, like anything that you, and I say this a lot actually, like if you have an idea, if it's 12 a.m., 1 a.m., like, and you have that idea, bro, just write it down. Like, do not go to sleep on it because you will forget in the morning. Either take action on it in that moment or write it down and make sure that the things are put in place so that you can pursue it in the morning. Because I can't tell you like how much of this is from that or how much that we would love to do that we haven't quite done because of those moments and we didn't really like tackle it or just take it head on. So if you have any ideas, if you have any passionate things that you're thinking about, if you have any like dreams and goals and all the words, like please just chase it, bro. Like it's there. It is a lot more attainable than you think. But like the only way that you're going to get there is by taking that first step and just do the thing that like nobody else is doing. Like do the thing that people will judge you for because like they judge you for a reason because they're not gonna, So
Exactly.
just try it. Just give it a try, please.
Yeah.
No.
Sure. So,
Yeah. No.
I mean,
Is that everything you're gonna say?
Well, I would say just like the impact of community. Not just speaking as like Content Sunday, but just any type of communal event. Like you'll notice just if you're passionate about something and you go to an event about that, like you are like way more motivated. You feel like you have a battery in your back. Like you learn so much. So I think that's, just events in general, just like just make yourself out there and available and you'll start to see like the benefits of that. Yeah, man, just pull up to Content Sunday.
Nah.
get out and go great.
Yeah, I would probably. This is like literally the most cliche thing, but like you always hear like people be like, "If you want to do something, just start doing it." You know what I mean? But like it's so true because there's going to be so many people who before they have an idea and they're like, "I want to do this," but before they do it, they do all this research. they're constantly they don't start because they're like,
Yeah.
well, I can't do this because I need like this camera or I need this phone, I need this equipment or something like that. It's just like, bro, just literally do it. Because once you do it, you're already one step ahead of everyone else who's still thinking about how they want to start. And like I would, and just like whether you want to do it like professionally, you want to do it as a hobby, like whatever it is, just literally start doing it, and you're already one step ahead of like everybody else. So I know that's like so cliche, but it's like it's so true. Like
No, it's not. I feel like it's true about whatever. Like like speaking on like my YouTube, just like if I would have like I don't think this is good enough to put out. I'm just like keep like going back and like taking notes and like trying to make it better and better.
Like imagine if your first YouTube video, like your first one before you uploaded anything, you were like, bro, this has to be like MKBHD quality. You know what I mean? Like imagine
that, and it's a whole year, but
it's not. It's probably,
and
it's probably not going to be there because you have nothing to learn from and grow. So yeah, like once you, and I've learned so much just by posting. Like I'll look back on videos and I'm like, I wouldn't have done this, I wouldn't have done that. But I put it out there because at the time I thought, hey, like this is good, I like it. And like you learn from every little step. Definitely. Yeah. So like that's why it's important to just like go for it now. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, definitely I agree with that. Yeah. Gotta just do it, honestly. Like, and I'm guilty of that, doing a bunch of research.
Yo, Nike got the best slogan.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Who?
My man act like he's signed to it.
Nah, I'm not sponsored. I'm not sponsored.
I got the hat on.
I will say also shout out to like anyone who's ever come to a Content Sunday. Like we said, there was a point where there was like 2 people. Bro, there would be times where we do a Content Sunday and there'd be like 3 people that show up, you know? Like obviously we were just starting and all that, but now we're not to pat ourselves on the back, but like now we're at the point where we have to like cut off a sign up list or whatever. So shout out to anyone who's in. There's like a lot of people who have been to almost every one or like who just came to the first one. So shout out to them, but also shout out to like any of the people that we've been able to partner with, any of the brands and studios and just opportunities that have come our way just from people like believing in what we do and what we have offered. Because I think there was like 2 where we charged and like we just charged because like we just thought it made sense. Like we've been making no money from, you know, like it's not like we do this for money at all. Definitely in the negative for it.
The ones we did charge, it was mainly just so we
it's like so we get some food.
It was just so we could properly fund it essentially.
So like shout out to people who've shown up, shout out to opportunities and anyone who's like graced us with even just their presence, but definitely their space. And hopefully a lot more opportunities in the future and brands and people that believe in us and more things like that.
Let's keep going. Keep going.
Well, Outsiders would definitely love to collaborate with you guys.
Bro.
I don't know if y'all need like a painting anywhere and y'all like next Content Sunday flyers.
Anything you offer, bro.
We'll figure out something.
But it was a great conversation, fellas.
Yeah, same
Thank
here.
you.
Yeah.
Thanks for hosting us.
Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
you guys.
Well,
obviously Content Sunday on Instagram, but Flixroy, that's FLIXROY on everything, actually. Everything.
Yeah, at D-Cove, pretty much in everything. Instagram.
You gotta spell it out.
DCOV, 2 E's, and that's on Instagram and that's on TikTok. Pretty much all content going on right now. So
Yeah, and mine's _Kareem, so _KARRIM. I post a lot of cool stuff. I do like talking about different tech. It'll be videography, travel. I need to make it more cohesive, but it's all there.
Yeah, I have like my personal like private one that's just like my name, Dimitri Politis. My business one is a Son of Apollo Media. So literally all one word. So Son of Apollo and then media, all one. And then just for purely for fun, like not trying to get anything out of it, I have like a kind of like a pizza slash like food review Instagram. Now I got like TikTok and YouTube for it too, just for the fun of it. But that's Dimitri Eats, and that's for like it's literally just for fun. So do not take that one seriously at all. But, yeah, those are my socials.
All right, that's what's up. Well, yeah, it was good having you guys here.
We appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you guys so much.
Of course.
Really cool.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely gonna have more in the future. Definitely.
Sweet.
Oh yeah.
Love
here anytime.
to see
Yeah.
exactly where this goes. So that's what's up.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.